Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about the wrapper class in Java. As the name implies, wrapper, it just wraps the data type. Here the wrapper class in Java provides a mechanism to convert the primitive data into object and object into primitive. So here what is a primitive is a basic data type, and for some scenario or for some cases it is necessary to convert the primitive data type into an object type. For some process such as serialization or many other advanced features in Java, these primitive data type should be converted into an object type. So we have the concept of this wrapper class. Let us see the definition. The automatic conversion of primitive data into object is called as an auto boxing, because it is automatically it covers, it is called as an boxing, auto boxing. And the vice versa case, that means the conversion of the object into primitive type is called as an unboxing. So sometimes it is necessary to convert the basic type into object or object into basic type, that means boxing, auto boxing or unboxing. Let us see the 8 classes of java.lang package which are known as the wrapper classes in Java. Now here this column, this table gives the primitive data type as well as the wrapper class. Here boolean is the data type, and which is the primitive data type, and the class name is boolean. So when you are defining a class, we are supposed to create an object for the class, and then only you can apply the methods on those particular objects in order to process the data of the class. And here when it is a character and the name is wrapper class name is character, and we all know that the class name starts with the capital letter. Okay, likewise we have byte, the class name is capital B, byte, and then short, it is again the wrapper class is short with the capital first letter S, and then int, it is integer wrapper class with the capital letter I, and likewise long for long, and we have float for float. So now here are the double and for the double. These are all the 8 wrapper classes which are all the equivalent to the primitive data type. So once you convert the primitive data type of boolean in auto boxing, that means it automatically converts into an object, boolean object. So we know that when you are having we convert the primitive data type into a class, there we have the concept of this, all the class concepts can be applied on those objects. Okay, now let us see the situations or the scenarios where we need this wrapper classes comes into role. So for one case, the change the value in the method. Java, when you use the method in Java, it always supports the call by value. Actually we have 2 types of call, that is call by value and call by reference. Actually what is call is we are calling a function in order to do some job, and that calling can be done by both cases, by value and also by reference. But in this case, since Java supports only by value, if at all we have if you pass a primitive value, it will not change the original value. And for some cases, if you want to change the original value, in that situation, so you have to convert the primitive value into object. So that is the way one situation where we have to convert the primitive value into object using the auto boxing technique. That is the wrapper classes. And next scenario is the serialization. What is serialization? Is converting the objects into streams to perform the serialization. Actually the object are converted into stream. Stream is actually the continuous flow of data. So for some situations we need to convert the objects into stream in order to perform the serialization. Actually what is serialization is, it is a method or is a mechanism in Java that helps to write the state of an object into a byte stream. Okay, so here we know that Java converts initially the JVM machine converts the Java code into the byte code. So we have byte code as stream of bytes, that is the continuous flow of bytes. All the source code has to be converted into continuous flow of stream, that is called as the serialization. In order to do this serialization, it has to be converted in an object. So that's why this is another scenario where we need the serialization concept, where we have to convert the objects into streams. Okay, and then next one is synchronization. What is synchronization? Is making some threads of work going together. So we know that thread is the smallest unit of job, and here suppose in general when any process is operated in the system, it is activated in the system, there are multiple number of threads, maybe in hundreds or thousands. Those threads go in parallel in order to complete a job. In order to achieve this multi-threading, it is always necessary that we have to work on the objects. So in order to get the multi-threading capacity of the Java, we should have this synchronization concept, which is always applied using only the objects. So this scenario also we need to convert the primitive data type into objects, which is auto boxing. Next one is java.util.package. The java.util.package provides the utility classes to deal with the objects. That means we can have all the classes that will deal only with the objects. That means we have to convert all the primitive data type into objects, then only we can get the contents of this java.util package. Next one is collection framework. Java collection framework works with objects only. This is another scenario where we need only the objects, so we are using the auto boxing technique to convert the primitive data type into an object. All the classes of the collection framework such as array list, linked list, vector, hash set, linked hash set, tree set, priority queue, array dequeue, these are all the different data structures which is used in the internal processing of the system, and they all deal only with the objects. So these are the scenarios where we have to convert the primitive data type into an object data type. For that we are using the auto boxing technique, and then after this process gets over, we can unbox it. That means we can reconvert the object into an primitive data type. So that's all the concept of wrapper class, and thanks for watching.